Alright, we're back and we're about to start this best of the 13 between Kwos and Frank Armageddon series. And we will be using the random map generator. Let's see. So the first map will be Montana. Waiting on Frank, and then we can start our first game of this series. Yeah, Frank going as Korea. He will be back in 1 minute. And Snark will be joining soon to co-cast, so we will have a professional to co-cast with me, so that will be fun. Alright, here we go. Game number 1 on Montana. So we've got Kwos, the yellow player, bottom left, and we have Frank, the red player, Korea, top right. And let's see if Max is correct. Will Frank be abusing the Korea in the Armageddon mod or edit? We know the Black Eagles have been, the accuracy has been buffed. So this will be a best of the 13 series. The Valve tournament rules will apply, so the players are allowed to get their O's without their NG being eaten. Frank going 0. 2 Grizzlies out of the War Factory. Kwos did go 1 minor. First barrage up from Kwos will be a defensive one. Frank going for the power, gets the power cell. Second Tesla reactor will go down as well. Yep. What is low power? Couple of sentries from Kwos. The barracks goes down. Eagles are in. Rockies are in. Kwos is still low power. 1 War Factory goes down. And this barracks will go down immediately. Is there any way Kwos can come back from this? He's low power again. Frank gets a miner. Doesn't look good for Kwos. The War Factory goes down again. MCV goes down. Kwos calls GG. Game 1 goes to Frank. And the next map will be Indonesia. One 0 for Frank in this best of the 13. And Kwos uses 1 veto.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Syndrome in the house.
Dollar, dollar.
Thanks a lot for the bid, Syndrome. And he is cheering on for Frankie. And the next map will be Malibu Cliffs. Papa, how you doing, man? You've missed Zayn versus Mikos, best of the 13 RA2 series. That series went to Zayn 7-5, and now we're having a best of the 13 RA2 Armageddon mod between Kwos and Frank. Frank is leading the series 1-0, and he will go as Korea again. He will spawn top right. And we have Kwos as Soviet, Iraq spawning bottom left as the yellow player. We are on Malibu Cliffs, and I know a lot of players prefer the top right position. The moving of the MCV goes smoother. You might go down here for the gems and then just move your MCV again to get these ore and gem patches, while Kwos will have a harder time doing that, moving once to the right and then he has to go all the way to the top left. So what's the strat here for Kwos? Last game on Montana, we saw that Frank went 0 and was successful in doing that as well. Really surprised Kwos there. Frank moving already as MCV after the War Factory, so does Kwos. Miner out for Kwos. And I believe Frank went 0 again. Well, one Grizzly, and now he's brought one miner out as well out of the War Factory. Second miner for Kwos. And they have both expanded to the second gem patch. Rhino out for Kwos on 4 miners. And Frank is on 4 miners as well with 2 Grizzlies. Yo Nick, how you doing, bro? AFC out for Frank, Rocky's out. And the first Black Eagle is out as well. It's a hit. And Frank will keep harassing these rhinos with the Black Eagles. Kwos is on 2 War Factories, Frank is still on 1. Ups to occupy this bridge. Bring a towel. Sanchez, thank you so much for the subscription. 2-month streak. Thank you so much, bro. Black Cannon out. Is he able to get one eagle? That eagle escapes with 1 HP. And Frank is gonna move his MCV again to the third gem patch. And Kwos is staying put. Third War Factory out for Kwos. And Frank is on 2 War Factories. Let's see, and he is on 6 miners, while Kwos is on 6 as well. These Rockies are gonna die. Ooh, 1 escapes. Kwos is able to get 1 eagle down. Here we go, boys. Frank going in. But Frank is not targeting the tanks. Oh, he's gonna lose this tank battle. Frank was not controlling his tanks that well. Kwos will get an elite out of killing that MCV. But continuing on, he has an elite. It's not over yet, but it doesn't look good for Frank though. That's the elite. And those Eagles. Frank will escape with 3 Grizzlies, 4 Eagles, and a bunch of Rockies. And let's see what is. Ooh, lag spike all of a sudden. Oof. Okay, we're back. Okay, that was weird. Okay, we're back, boys. Let's see. Frank going in, but his Grizzlies are no match for these Rhinos. Quads on 4 war factories. He should be able to close this one, bring this one home to tie up the series 1-1. Quad getting another miner. No flag though. Elite Eagle. Ooh, those Eagles are going right over those flag cannons. That's unfortunate. Okay, set units to a number key. Yeah, I believe so. Let me see. I'm not sure, Syndrome. Meanwhile, Frank gets the MCV from Kwos at top left. I didn't see that. These flags are out of position. But we're gonna repair that bridge. And Frank will get that miner. And those Rockies got their oil refinery as well. Frank doing quite well. Go boys, another tank battle. And the Eagles go down. The War Factory goes down, and Frank calls GG. He put up a hell of a fight, but still has to concede this. And Kwos will bring the score back to 1-1. Say, let's try this one out. Okay, so the next map will be Country Swing. We're gonna see Frank's France. Try saying that 10 times in a row. Go boys, Country Swing. Frank going as France. Kwos sticking to Iraq. And Kwos will spawn top left. Or on the right. On the right we will have Frank. Yo, Andy. How's it going, bro? Syndrome and John in the chat as well. Gonna see that move, I think. Frank is definitely gonna move his MCV, I think, to the mid. That's what he did last time. Moving down with his MCV. So Frank moves to the left. Both moving after the second ORF. Which move will pay off more? There's the French cannon. His MCV. Kwos will get one miner and pulls back out. Nice TC from Kwos. It's gonna get a war factory as well. Guess the AFC, no more French cannons for Frank. Was slowly but surely getting through to Frank's base. Goes for the MCV, gets the MCV, and Kwos will take this. Frank calls GG, and it's 2-1 for Kwos. And the next map will be Little Big Bay. Frank vetoes it. So the next map will be Tour of Egypt.
This is the future. Evolution. This is the future. Evolution.
Game number 4. Tour of Egypt. We've got Kwos sticking with Iraq top left, and Frank switching back to Korea bottom right. On Tour of Egypt, best of the 13 series, boys. And the score is 2-1 for Kwos.
This is the future. Human error. Evolution. This is the future. Evolution.
We have 7 Grizzlies for Frank versus 6 Rhinos from Kwos. Kwos splitting, harassing that miner, getting the gems on top from Frank. Both coming up with some nice ideas together with Ed and MX and Andy, maybe. Let's get some tourneys going. Oh, we need to finish the other one first. Split. 1 Rhino for 1 Grizzly. Was getting 1 miner, Frank going in now. AFC out for Frank. Double war for Kwos. So we have Kwos stretching to the mid here. Desto's out. Eagles taking out 2 Desolators. I believe it's single shot smacks. It might look that way, but... Ooh, Max losing both of his Black Eagles, taking out those Desolators. Desolators deploys, but ooh, who's gonna win this? Kwos is really squeezing into Frank here. Battle about for Frank. But Kwos has pretty much the whole map in his control. Third War Factory out. V3 rockets. Frank takes care of those V3s with the Black Eagles. And now the prisms come in. And then Kwos' miners are coming in as well. Ooh, that war factory will be taken out immediately after being placed. And Kwos is now going in. And this is GG, boys. It doesn't look like Frank is gonna be able to win this. Nope, definitely not. Frank calls GG. And it's 3-1 to Kwos. And the next map in this Best of the 13 series will be Mayday. And Kwos uses his last veto. And the next map will be Yin Yang. Game number 5 on Yin Yang. And Frank will switch to America. Kwos spawns on the right, Frank on the left with America on Yin Yang. And let's see what these players will do. So the players are free to get their tech without any problems, just like in the tournament. coming in. Harassing the miners. Kwos will go for the airport. Kwos will get this airport as well. No more double para for Frank. And para from Quad. They go. And by win this. Looks like Frank will win this tank battle. Now Frank will take this airport from Kwos. We'll get it. Frank on the offensive, bringing in the GIs as well. GIs will be taken out by Kwos. Bought them 3 war factories. Kwos is on 3 war factories with 7 miners. And Frank is on 2 war factories with 7 miners as well. Just the miner count. Use those tanks, okay. Kwos moving MCV. They'll be able to snap the MCV from the cliff. Kwos puts down a sentry gun. They go in. And Kwos comes out on top. Might be a base trade. Frank is going in for Kwos' base. Moves his MCV. Kwos is pumping out drones. Rock is going in as well. Frank opting to leave his Rocketeers to do the base trade and goes back to defend his base. Is that the wise move? Gets the elite. Frank without a war factory at the moment. And here comes a ton of terror drones. And only one tank gets droned. Kwos is still on 2 war factories, a hidden one right here. Kwos going in again. And this time, it looks like Frank might take it. Frank will take the MCV as well, gets an Elite Grizzly, loses it immediately, but still... It looks good for Frank now all of a sudden. And he's coming in. It really doesn't look good for Kwos. Another Elite Grizzly for Frank. A third Elite Grizzly. Surely there's no way that Kwos can come back from this. Those rhinos just melting. And even more grizzlies coming in to join the fight. And Kwos calls GG. That was a hell of a match. Up and down. Kwos was up, Frank was up, Kwos was up, and then at the end, Frank was up and takes the win. And the next map will be Dry Heat. Frank vetoes it. So there are no more vetoes left. So all the maps cannot be vetoed anymore. And the next map will be Heck. Good old Heck. Game number 6, Heck freezes over, no more vetoes for both players. Frank will switch to Korea, and Kwos will stick to Iraq. Frank will spawn top left, and we have Kwos bottom right. This is a best of the 13 RA2 Armageddon series. So we all know by now that the Black Eagles have been buffed. So let's see how Frank is gonna use them in this battle versus Iraq from Kwos. Arguably, Kwos has the better position here. He can move his MCV and get these gems in the mid. While for Frank it's very difficult to get to the gems early on or even defend well. These choke points right here. So I'm not sure which spot Frank prefers, but I think most of the players prefer the bottom spots on Hack. But let's see how this plays out. Frank going minor first, so does Kwos, and indeed going early on to the mid to get these gems. And Frank's dog really being a pain in the ass, preventing Kwos from deploying his MCV, but he does eventually. AFC out for Frank. Black Eagles are being built. Yo, legend, you're back, bro. Kwos going in. Splitting as well. 4 rhinos to the left, 4 rhinos to the right. This is a Congo line, boys. Going for the MCV. I don't think he's gonna get it. Or will he? That's it! No! We did not think he was gonna get it, but Frank gonna get 1 minor. Not sure if he can contest all these rhinos at mid. Things have calmed down, but Frank is without an MCV. Eagles doing work. I'll be waiting for the next engagement. Let's look at the instant replay. This is a Congo line, boys. Going for the MCV. I don't think he's gonna get it. Or will he? That's it! No! Right, we're back live. And the Eagles still doing work. Frank is pushing. Frank is still pushing. He is winning this tank battle. And an elite. It has turned around again, boys. Frank will get this war factory. Only 2 rhinos left. There's nothing else happening on the map. Frank will take care of these miners as well. On the way to victory. Another elite. Kwos calls GG, and again I believe Kwos was winning, and suddenly Frank pulls a rabbit out of his hat and wins the game, and we are all tied up, boys. 3-all. Moving on to the next map in this best of the 13 series, it will be Let There Be Fight. Number 7. And both players going with America this time. Kwos switching it up. Kwos, the yellow player, spawns to the left, and we have Frank, red player, spawns to the right on Let There Be Fight. Interesting to see Kwos switching to America. We've seen players play Iraq on this map, bringing out the Dreadnoughts, IC Dreadnoughts, Kirovs. I have not seen Allied played as much on this map, to be honest, but it will be interesting to see. Yeah, right, Belf? Yeah, I always thought Soviets played on this map, but here we are. We have AVA on this map, so that will be interesting. Okay, the dog doesn't get the NG, that's fine, that's good. Both players getting their oil, both players moving their MCV as well. Is Frank going to be able to put a ref here? I'm not sure. Kwos is going to be able to put a ref there. There's the ref from Kwos. Okay, he does. Nice, good place. I'm not sure about. I've seen so many matches. I'm not sure if he did. The last one I saw on this map was, I believe it was Woody versus, I'm not sure who Woody played. But right here, I believe there was a Dreadnought that got squid, and that Woody IC'd his Dreadnought to save it and destroy the entire base. I'm not sure who he was playing, but that was an epic move. See, that's 3-7 minus for Kwos. Frank is coming in. Again, Kwos winning the first tank battle. Okay, never mind, maybe not. Kind of stalemate. Ooh, this oil might go down. Frank hasn't noticed it yet. And the oil will go down. Yep. And Frank going in with 3 Rocketeers. Never mind, doesn't get the battle map. Chronosphere out for Frank. Chronosphere out for Kwos a few seconds later. And the Mirages have come out to play. And Frank has the Prisms out. And Dolphins are being built. Being trained or whatever. Being cloned. Oh, versus young SC. Yep. Ooh, the Paradrop gets the Battle Lab. Paradrop doing work in Kwos' base. No anti-air for Kwos. And these 2 Rockies are doing work as well. There are the IFEs. And Kwos' Paradrop doesn't do as much damage as Frank did in his base. Chronosphere will be ready in 1 minute. Gets the battle lab, so Chronosphere is ready for Frank. Where's he heading? He only sent 2. It will be enough though to get that Chronosphere, but not much else. No more ore left. Frank will get this oil. Kwos just going in on those prisms, and he quits. And Frank takes the lead for the very first time in the series. It's 4-3. And the next map will be... Was it? Did Frank win the first game? Might be. Alright. Then then it might be the second time he's in the lead, but he hasn't been in the lead for quite a while. And the next map will be Pirate Bay. Yeah, it might be. I think you're right. Alright, game number 8. Pirate Bay. I love this map. I'm really interested to see how these players are gonna get their gems. How will they move their MCV? Will they? Oh, I'm sorry. No, this is a different map. Anyways, I'm thinking of another map. Let's see, but still, this is a very good map. So Frank is going with America, so double para when he gets his airport. As per tournament rules, players are allowed to get their tech without their NG being eaten, so there's no worry there. He's coming in from Frank to take out this airport. Maybe first the Connies, then the airport. And here comes the flag track. Ooh, these Rockies are gonna get that War Factory and that top expansion from Kwos. I was wondering where they were, why they didn't go for the airport, but they were doing work on top. We'll get the oil as well. But Kwos is out tanking Frank. Connies will do the same. Took out the AFC, almost took out the oil refinery. No double para for Frank. And the AFC goes back up. And now Frank will go in on the airport. We'll get it. It looks pretty good for Frank at the moment. Kwos is tacking up. Aircraft carrier coming in. Kwos will group up. I see almost goes down. Kwos still has it, has to use it now. Here it goes. Kwos will go for the battle lab. And all fire those are free. The IC does eventually go down. That's the war factory cell. Kwos is building submarines. For the nuclear reactor. This aircraft carrier will go down as well. Split by Frank. Main base is wide open. We'll get the nuclear reactor cell. What else can Frank get? Going in on the top as well. Elite for Kwos. Loses it. Elite for Frank. And Frank still has a split at the bottom. Kwos is broke. Has an IC but no nuclear reactor. Kwos calls GG and it's 5-3 for Frank. And the next map will be City Under Siege. And I think we will see Frank's Korea on this map. And we do. He switches to Korea. Game number 9 in this best of the 13 series. Kwos will spawn bottom right. Frank top left. And Frank did go Korea on this map. And we've seen his Korea versus Woody on this map as well. He beat Woody with his Korea on this map. So we know he can play a very good Korea on this map as well. Kwos take bunkering up some of these buildings in Frank's territory. And Frank scouting with a Rocky. He did go AFC first. 2 Black Eagles are out. Black Cannon out for Kwos, and he sells it right after killing that Rocky. Double radar from Frank. Double AFC. And he's going for that War Factory. He's gonna get it. Ooh, gets the sell. And puts it right back up. Kwos expected that. But just in a few seconds, the Black Eagles will come again. Two rhinos out for Kwos. Comes to 5 again for that. War Factory gets it. Another War Factory for Kwos. Second War Factory out for Kwos. Third War Factory out for Kwos. Frank coming out on top there. No more flag tracks for Kwos. And is Frank going for the MCV? And the thing is, if you undeploy it, the accuracy will still be there for the Black Eagles. Will he snap it now? Yep, gets it. That accuracy from those Black Eagles doing work. Frank tacking up. Mirages are coming out. And Kwos calls GG. Excuse me. And another win for Frank on City on the Siege as Korea. And it is match point for Frank. And the next map will be Reaching the Peak of Perfection. Will Frank go France on this map? Or will he stick to Korea? There you have it, boys. Frank goes as France. Kwos will stick to Iraq, reaching the peak of perfection. Game number 10 in this best of the 13. Frank versus Kwos. We have Kwos spawning on the right, and we have Frank with his friends to the left. I believe today we saw Shen playing as friends on this map as well, stretching all the way over to this side with his French cannon. However, Tudu was able to beat Shen's friends on this map. But let's see how Frank is gonna play this map. Out for Frank. NG in the flag for Kwos. What's he going for? Is he going for the tech? He is. He's gonna get it. In the meantime, also splitting on top. Area for Frank. I believed Valve I streamed that one. Gaoki versus Frank. Zaslan streamed the first game and then I streamed the rest of the series. Sure if I uploaded it on YouTube yet. I'm gonna double check that. But Frank is building down. Yeah, Zaz was supposed to stream it, but he had some problems, I believe. Stretching, French cannon. French should be able to build up this cliff as well, getting closer to Kwos' main base. I believe the area missed. Kirov coming out, IC out and ready as well. And Frank is going in with the Grizzlies. And IC comes down. Kwos is on top of that. He should win that one easy. Rocky's taking care of that Kirov. Flags coming in late. Ooh, that cannon's gonna get that Deso. Meanwhile, at the bottom, Both refineries go down. Another Kirov by Kwos. And Frank is stretching to the main base of Kwos. Getting really close. And a French cannon right there. I see from Kwos. Meanwhile, Frank gets the MCV. This is all mayhem. Another French cannon will go down. The elite flag cannon comes in as well. Kirov goes down. Another French cannon comes out. Frank needs to get that elite flag. Gets it. And Kwos calls GG's. And Frank takes the series 7-3.